Hello and a warm welcome to Goal Line Gossip. We are here right after game week 2. Well, one game still pending with Arsenal going against Crystal Palace. That's going to be on Monday night. We have a fantastic panel here for today. We have Tayyip joining us, who's representing Manchester United, and his fellow United fan, Saul, joining us as well. We have two Liverpool fans here in the Bong Scouser and the Kloppite, and I'm here just going to talk about, I'm going to banter all these teams here just because I don't get to talk about Arsenal today. But true. Now I'm going to move on to the last topic of the day, and I've left the best for the last.
Ah,
I have to talk about it, and it's going to be a little bit of a 15
we
minutes of
should we
banter.
should touch the Liverpool game, I think, before we speak
That,
on Trent.
that's exactly what we're going to do. But first, we got to talk about this guy. Just because yesterday's game, I think Liverpool were lucky, extremely lucky. They played well.
Nah.
They played well. I'm not denying that.
No,
Once. They played well. Bournemouth could not keep up after the first 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I agree. But that defensive performance in the first 30 minutes, you guys are not finishing in the top four with that defense. With Trent
first
Alexander,
20 minutes and at first 20 minutes, you can say.
Yeah, first
whatever
20
be it,
minutes. And
whatever be it,
what
what I saw from Trent Alexander-Arnold made me believe that my reservations about this guy is 100% true. He is probably one of the worst defenders that I've ever seen in the Premier League. One of the worst defenders.
wow.
He is. I have to agree. He is one of. He is
Correct me
definitely
if
the
I'm
worst
wrong.
defensive fullback in the Premier League. I would
Exactly.
agree to that.
But no,
Weren't
here's the
you
thing.
guys like hyping him up last season? Like when he
No,
started playing in the
once,
midfield?
yes. Let me listen. Don't interrupt me. Let me finish my thing, and then you guys can respond. Trent Alexander, it's like when I'm hiring for a job in my company or whatever. You have the requirements of in a job description. You also have the assets. These are good to have, right? He is a right freaking back. There's a job description for it, and then there is like ability to assist, ability to ping balls. That's an asset. Ability to score free kicks. That's an asset. You're a
World class ability. You should mention
okay,
that.
okay. World class ability is not only an asset, but it's like a phenomenal thing to have. But his job description is that of a right back in the Premier League, in a back four. He is terrible at his principal job. If he was playing as a right midfielder, he was playing in, I don't know, attacking mid or something, I would not complain. Absolutely not. He is a certified baller. As I told you, if he could truly start playing midfield like he's playing for the Three Lions, he would probably be borderline world class, probably already world class, 100%. He would be Pirlo-esque for me, the kind of stuff he does. Even yesterday, first time, left foot, he's giving, pinging balls with his left foot. I'm like, what is
Yeah,
this? His ability
And
to
he can
pass,
do that. He
his
can do that.
exactly, but he's a right back. That's what I'm saying. As you try to argue with me that he's a generational right back in the English Premier League, no, he's not. As a right back, he's nowhere close to Kyle Walker. He's nowhere close to Kieran Trippier. He's nowhere close to Cafu. He's nowhere close to I don't know, whoever you can think of.
Danny Alves.
Danny Alves, all these players, Philip Lahm, and just zip it. As a right back, is nothing close to being generational. Nothing close to being generational.
I think one thing I'll say, like the season we won the league, I don't think many people made complaints about Trent. So that's where I come down. I think he gets exposed a lot. What the way we try to play, the Salah doesn't cover him that much because Salah is always out wide, and he's our like even Salah plays higher than our striker, so our striker drops him. So if he had some protection, like because we don't have a CDM, we have not had a CDM since Fabinho like fell off a cliff. So and Konate is trying to cover him, and the system is so weird. Like even as a Liverpool fan, I know last season it worked out for 10 games, it looked good and looked very fresh, but it's still not complete, and there are chinks in that armor. And I
Even
just
if
feel
you
that Trent needs
even
some
if you bought
protection. That's it.
Caicedo, even if you bought
but he
Caicedo,
has no defensive sense. That is a problem.
exactly.
No, I don't think that.
I'll hand this over to Bong Scouser shortly, but just listen to me. Even if you buy tomorrow N'Golo Kante, in his prime, even if you buy Caicedo right now and you upgrade Konate with William Saliba, he is still going to be. One second. It's all good. He's still. I have seen him like he's Bambi on ice. He's literally newborn Bambi on ice. The way he moves, he has no defensive sense. He's not a defender.
I won't say. I would just not go to that
He
extreme
would
and
not.
say
He
like
would not. He would not play right back if you take out his attacking prowess. He would not play for Atletico Kolkata at right back. He's that bad.
I
He's
would
got
just
no
say.
defensive sense.
I would just say, I'm like, I'm sure it's not that extreme, and I would just say, like, just offer him some protection. I think his game changer. He doesn't have that pace. What I agree is, like, he doesn't have the pace of a Danny Alves or many right backs like a Kyle Walker who can like, just form on forward and come back. So that's what he lacks, I feel. So
Yeah,
that's where he needs
he's
some protection,
he needs
and
protection. He needs two dragons. He's freaking Daenerys Targaryen, right? That's what she is.
that's what I'm saying. His ability is so good on the ball that you would offer him that protection.
Daenerys Targaryen
Like
had
he can.
amazing abilities too. Exactly. That's
That's
what he.
so, that's what we're seeing. Like so, some people have like generational skill to find the pass, to find those long passes, and he has it to take the free kicks, to take the set pieces, and you just put him in the team for that reason. And you, I'm sure he's not that bad of a defender. He just cannot recover from his advanced position
He's
because
terrible.
he
His
doesn't have the he
listen.
doesn't have the pace.
Here's the thing: when you're playing as a striker, right, you receive a lot of balls, and then you sometimes, let's say, you get receive 10 balls. Your first touch may be missing out on three or four. You lose out on possession three or four times. Nobody's gonna complain because you're in the attacking third. But yesterday, the goal that you guys conceded as a defender, you cannot have a bad touch because that can result in a goal. And that's what I'm saying. If he
But that
was
can happen sometimes. I
not,
won't
it
blame him.
happens regularly with him.
No, he
Regularly with
doesn't
him.
have a bad
He
touch.
lost
What
so many
what
big
he
games
suffers
because of him. I think
what
because of
what
his
he suffers
defending.
is from is the tracking back. The tracking back of the runs, which I agree he is not very good at. But that's
Yeah,
what
he's
I'm saying.
caught
He doesn't
out
have
of
the.
position most of the time.
He does,
But
and
He
that's what
cannot
I'm
mark
saying.
players.
What I observe at Liverpool is like he's so high up the pitch that he cannot get back in time. We and
Right.
if Liverpool have a product prop like when
even if
we
he
used to
comes
be a
back, what
wait
does
wait
he
just let me
He
finish my
cannot
point.
defend
Like I'm
one v
saying,
one. That's
exactly
l-
very
one v
clear.
one, 1v1? He cannot. He's Bambi on ice, as I was
no,
saying.
he can defend 1v1 if he's in the right position. That's what I feel, and I've observed this to depths. And what I feel like when Liverpool were the controlling team, like when they had like 65, 67% possession, they could like be like Man City, the season where we won the league. He We had so much of the ball that he didn't get exposed. Now, what now happens is like we don't have so much of the ball, we pay risky passes, and Trent is that high up the field that he cannot get back in time. But if we are a controlling side, if you make that side again by signing two, three, or two more defensive midfielders and get the midfield functioning, I think that gets covered up pretty well.
Where are you gonna play
I,
two defensive midfielders? Where you're gonna take
no,
out
no, I think
McAllister and Szoboszlai?
we can rotate. Yeah, we can rotate. It's not a like big
As soon
thing like
as
everyone.
Szoboszlai McAllister comes in, he's gonna be exposed. That's what you're saying.
No, no, I'm saying we need a proper CDM for starters.
You get a
A
proper
proper
CDM.
C.
How is that gonna change when Gabriel Martinelli was coming one on one against him in 2 or 3 games? I've seen he's
Where
all
was
over the
wait?
place.
Where was Gabriel Martinelli when Liverpool were dominating the shit of this league? Where was Gabriel Martinelli? It's just
He
one
was
season. You
no,
just did
it's not
something.
one season. I've seen him
And
two
Liverpool,
back-to-back seasons.
and
Martinelli
no,
versus Trent Alexander-Arnold. He was
uh,
shitting.
and And in the game where we beat you guys 2-0 at the Emirates in the Carling Cup, I Trent bossed the hell out of Martinelli. I remember.
Who
Martinelli was nowhere. Yeah,
Trent Alexander
you
Arnold?
guys played. Yeah, you guys played well in the 0-0, which Arsenal fans reacted as a win at Anfield in the Carling Cup, where Martinelli played well versus Trent. He bossed him around. He got around of quite a few
What are you
times.
talking about? I'm talking about the
When
Premier
you
League.
lost, no, no, in a few times. I don't remember. We played Arsenal, and Martinelli has been part of Arsenal for a long time. We played Arsenal quite a few
Not
times, and I
long
think
time. It's been 2 seasons. That this last season was his second full season. Before that, he was not a starter.
I agree. Trent gets exposed. He got exposed versus Rashford, I think, even a few times. Against Martinelli a few times, but I think it's just got to do with his position. He's like so high up the pitch that he cannot get back.
He needs
And
to
Yeah,
learn.
and I would just agree to that. I think we were talking about one-on-one situations, right? So you can always avoid one-on-one situations.
yeah,
Better positioning of your players in whatever formation you're playing. And I do agree. Like I know that whatever he did yesterday was really really bad and poor, but he's a defender who's always criticized for being out of position. Like he goes bombs in forward, and if and you guys, you have a high pressing line as well, so which means you're also susceptible to a counter attack, and if that happens, he's
Yeah,
caught out.
that's the risk we take. That's how we play.
Exactly,
And even when
and it
Liverpool
sort
were
of
the controlling side, we didn't have those like we didn't get exposed because we always
right,
had the ball. Now we
absolutely.
don't, and we are getting exposed.
And it sort of like reminds me of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, like in a opposite way. So Wan-Bissaka, really good defensively, does not offer anything going forward, right? So it's the same thing with Trent as well. So it's almost like pros and cons. So he's going to ping in those balls, he's going to
and
make those
and
runs, but
that's
but
why
he's going to
but
make
but I have one point to make here. I think you're always not going to control the game against top teams, right? So when you're playing against the likes of City, Real Madrid, and all these top teams, you're not going to control the ball. And you have seen that Trent has really struggled in these games
But
against Vinicius.
but that's
He has
Klopp, right?
struggled against.
Klopp won't change our Trent. Okay, Trent, today you just sit back and defend because you're playing Real Madrid or City. That's just Klopp.
he
If Trent
cannot
is asked to do
defend.
that job,
Ask him to
I
defend
agree.
means he's
he
gonna
I
won't
would
do
have to
that.
agree,
he's
but
He
beside
that
a
won't.
John Cena. You can't see him.
Top managers don't do that, and that's why probably you
yeah,
don't
I
win the
agree.
league
I
with
would, and that
Arteta because we
and
play
that
to that
and that's
system where we
where I
believe
was
what
going to
works
make the
for us.
point. Yeah, that's where I was going to make the point that I think he's not a defender anyway. He's not a defender. He's just playing
He
out
is
of
a
position.
defender, like make
No, he
if you
isn't.
if you ask
I am
Trent,
convinced
I'm
after
not
seeing
saying
him for
he's
so many years.
Okay, one at a
I
time.
think he's
One at a time, guys. One at a time. One at a time.
I think as an academy player, as a youth player, he has never played in defense. Okay, Klopp wanted to make a place for him because he thought that his crossing ability would make Liverpool a stronger attacking team. And now that we have inverted wingers, the crosser has to be the fullback. Okay, so Klopp thought that he could probably do with a bit of defending, but it's clearly not working against top teams. We've seen that. We've seen with the likes of Martinelli, Zaha, and
but
all these best dribblers that
but
we have. We have
I think
struggled against
I think
each one of them.
Jishu, I think Bong Scouser and Jishnu they just hype on the present a lot because like a 1 year back
What
Liverpool was
present, man?
scoring.
What
Wait,
present are
just
you talking
let me
about?
finish. Let me finish. Like 1 year back, I think Liverpool were going for the quadruple and they were exceptional in every way. And we didn't hear complaints about Trent or anything.
Yeah,
So it's just one
we did
season
have
we're getting.
complaints.
We didn't
No,
have
we
this
didn't.
No,
channel
no, we
back
did have
then.
complaints.
We didn't have this channel then. Martinelli, that was the first season when you guys were going for the.
Just what has Martinelli
No,
done in his
you
whole
have to
career
remember
to
that Van Dijk was
get.
in exceptional form. Van Dijk never let. He was in exception. He almost him and Matip. They were covering. They were like two people who were playing as a four-man
Okay,
defense.
I'll just finish my segment. Like I'm saying that if Liverpool, if I don't know if they can, if they will, if Klopp finds the right answer to the his what he's trying to implement, I think Trent doesn't get like exposed this much, and we get back the old Liverpool.
I
That's my
and
opinion.
and that's great. And I've also spoken about my segment anyway, so I'm going to tell you if Gareth Southgate is followed as the Bible for Liverpool, Klopp follows Gareth Southgate in how to use Trent Alexander-Arnold. You'll see the best out of him. Make him a
that's an
number eight.
insult. That is an
Make
insult.
make
You
him
don't
That is
follow
a,
Southgate as
make
the
him the
as
leader
a
of all
Bible.
managers.
make him a number eight in your team, and you'll see the best of him. I
Yeah,
keep
yeah. I,
saying
I,
this.
I would have to agree
I
with
think
that.
I
I
think
Can
you
think
I
will
yes.
just
all
add? Can I
take
just add
take
something?
back your words
Yes,
at the end of
Tayyab,
the
go ahead.
season.
Tayyab, go ahead.
Okay, so I think I'll just, with regards to this topic, I'll just ask a couple of questions to you guys. I just want you all to like think deeply about it. Okay. Now, we all saw back in 2010, I think it was, when Gareth Bale, as a left back, he struck fear into Maicon, who was like one of the best right backs in the world at that time. I think he scored a hat trick at San Siro,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
even in the return leg. So, if suppose his attacking prowess is at that time, which was at its peak, if he had continued in his position at left back, would he have been called the generation left back? No. Another thing. Another thing, uh,
Exactly.
another thing. If suppose Paul Scholes would have been playing at right back and pinging those balls across the field, when with pinpoint accuracy, would he have been called a generational right back? No. Same with Kevin De Bruyne. If De Bruyne plays at right back and he pings those world class balls across, he's not a generational right back. He's a world class player who's been misprofiled as a right back because he's not a right back. He cannot defend.
Yeah.
He's just his exceptional abilities are further up the field. He should not be in a defensive position because he is not a good defender. I think what Siam is getting confused is with that he has that blind loyalty that yes, Alexander Arnold has been part of his world class team, and he's made them win the Champions League, made them win the Premier League. Yes, maybe it might have worked in that system, but if you take it in an individual capacity, he is not a good right back. He is forget generational. He is not even a good right back. I'm sure if Liverpool pluck some random championship right back and put them into that
Yeah.
team, you will see better defensive stability than what you see
Right.
with Alexander Arnold in the team. I think that's all
I'm
I'll say
I'm not
about this.
saying I'm not saying he's the best at defending. Maybe he's not okay. He's not among the top 60-70 percentile of the people in the playing right backs in defensively. But I'm saying he's not that bad of a defender. He's still a defender. That's what I'm saying. If he's asked to do a job on someone, he might do it. He might. I'm not saying he will. He might do it to a good level. That's what I'm saying. But that's not his game. Like Klopp has
But
completely
but
instructed him.
So
You
then you
just have
can't
the
call him
free role.
generational, right? You
you
can't call
cannot.
him
He
generational.
Exactly.
has been playing
Exactly.
right back
One
for
second.
most of his life.
Sam, I have a
Most
question.
of his senior life, like
Klopp,
200 appearances or something, he's been
I,
at
I,
right back.
I got a quick question for you, Kloppite. Do you remember how Bukayo Saka broke through? He broke through as a left back. He broke through in our team under Unai Emery as a left back. Okay,
Yeah.
and he was
Yeah.
playing well. He was playing well. Why? Because he would come, bombing forward, and he would through cross, have amazing crosses and all. But then eventually, everybody knew that he was going to be wasted, and his defensive abilities are not good enough to play left back. He was eventually converted to
Yeah.
left wing and then to right wing. Now he's a right winger. Same thing with Trent Alexander-Arnold. I believe that if he played in the central midfield role, he would be a Rolls Royce of a midfielder that will probably,
Yes.
be in discussions
Agreed.
for Ballon d'Ors. That's the level of player he is.
But what I feel, he'll still
Kevin
have
De
the.
Bruyne.
But what I feel, he'll still have the like he won't track the runs that easily. That I'm saying, even at
Yeah, yeah.
midfield.
I mean, even at the midfield, I don't think he works that way.
But in that
Maybe
free
in an
role,
inverted role, it can work.
He will never be
He's
one on one. You don't get it. So sorry, she's never going to be one on one
but
with the
but
pacey
he
winger.
It's
also
not about one
even
on
in
one. If
even
you
in
have a good
midfield has to make
CDM,
the
you want him to be
interception.
there. Yeah,
Even in midfield has to make the interceptions. Being a defensive-minded midfielder,
One
or
That's
second,
why we have
bro.
four in midfield these days.
One second. One second. One
So
second.
that
One second. Hold your thought. Hold your thought. Odegaard plays a number 8 for me. That's the exact role that I'm talking about for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Do you think Ben White has to do? Sorry, Odegaard has to do as much
no.
defending as Ben White? Of course not.
Look at
Ben
look
White has
at
to do
look
more
at
defending.
no, but you have to understand like how Liverpool want to play, and that's the only thing that I'm like going to put forward, like Klopp
yeah.
style. And look at the players they've bought. They've bought two midfielders. They've spent how much was Szoboszlai? I think it was 60, 70 or
60,
something like that in
60,
the
They didn't
higher
need
60,
region.
to. They didn't
60.
need to. They could have
No, but
used.
that's what he want to do. No, because Trent probably is not that great in midfield. They tried him last season, and he was decent. I'm going to give you that.
No,
But
he did
maybe
not.
from
Decent.
a,
He was unbelievable. He was
Exactly.
unbelievable.
then
Same
why
thing in
did you?
England.
wha-
Same thing with England. He was unbelievable as soon as he started playing midfield.
Okay, I'm not going to talk about Southgate and England. The thing is,
Yeah, they
then why
played
did
Malta
Klopp?
and Maldives and whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maldives. No, they didn't play Maldives.
No,
They
what
play
I'm trying to
Malta,
say
whatever.
is the Bong Scouser. If you think he was amazing last season, why do you think you bought two midfielders and also you
I
were
don't
about to
know.
make
Klopp,
110 for
I have
Caicedo?
no clue.
Klopp
I have no clue.
Because
I have no
Trent
clue
doesn't
because
work
I'll
in
tell
midfield
you.
permanently.
I'll tell you why. Do you know what Klopp has become? Have you seen that meme of Scooby Doo with like a ghost face being taken off and then another face gets taken off? So the first face, the ghost face you take off
It's
is
not
Klopp,
Wenger. Please don't say it's
and
Wenger.
then you take off Klopp's face, it's Wenger. It's Arsene
No,
Wenger. That's
no,
what
no.
is.
I think Klopp still has a lot to offer. I don't think we can make that call yet. And I think Trent's best position is right back, and just get him some support. That's it, and
Yeah,
he's
some
let
support.
him be
And
free at
also,
right
like,
back.
I think, with Salah on the right as well, I think it's a good combination. Yes, it has not worked as well as it did 2 years back, but I think that chemistry is really, really good. And
Yeah, yeah,
I'm pretty
that's good.
sure,
That's good. I agree.
and I'm
Attacking.
pretty sure Klopp doesn't want to like stop that. He wants that chemistry to be there. And again, speaking of generational, I don't know what that word means. Maybe you guys can give me some
It
example.
means
Hey,
once in a generation. Once in a generation.
yeah, give me
Like
an example
Mbappe,
of a
like
player.
Haaland.
Philip
Okay,
Lam, Philip Lam, Dani Alves, Marcelo, Paolo Maldini.
So
do you
many in
guys, do
one
you guys?
generation? I don't think so. No, no, they're all from one generation. Not all of
Yeah.
them can be
No, no,
generational.
one like the best in his position in a
Okay,
particular
give
period of
me
time.
One
give
in
me
a
something.
generation.
Give me something in the recent time, like in this generation.
Yeah,
Who do you
I'll
think
tell
is?
you.
Maybe Mbappe, Haaland.
Kevin De Bruyne is a generational number 10.
Okay,
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct.
I'm not sure if like Trent is generational. In that case, I do
As a right
understand.
back, as a right back. He's not generational as a right back.
I don't
Generational
think the role
sentiment.
role depends.
Potential generational sentiment.
Oh my God, stop! Please
Exactly.
stop.
Exactly.
I
High
don't
five.
know this
High five.
obsession with the midfield. Like,
He's amazing,
I don't
man.
get
Have
it.
you
So
seen his
even
passing ability? The
yeah,
left foot, the right foot, like he's
no, no, it's really
powerful.
good,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I still feel
His
his best
action
position
is
is right back, where he gets that much of space. We just
Yeah.
need to get that back with
Also
like
with game press and all that, like, he's so fast. And again, that chemistry with Salah, I think that's something which is
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see any
Klopp doesn't
other.
want to disturb that. Yeah.
Like, look at our right hand side with Van Bissaka and Anthony. Like, it's the opposite of Salah and Alexander Arnold going forward, at least. So, anyways, I don't think he's generational. That's all I'm going to say. And I don't care about the role. Do you guys think Greenwood was generational in Manchester United? I'm just
No, no,
asking.
no,
I
No,
quite
no,
no.
no.
liked him. I don't know if
Yeah.
probably
I
what he
mean,
would have
we
gone to
think.
become.
I think he was close to that. Obviously, I think I'm a bit biased because he was from
no,
the
no.
academy, and I think.
He was a generational talent. There's a difference between being a generational talent and
Mhm.
being actually generational, because the
Oh,
what.
okay.
So there's a difference between the
And also it
Martinelli, for
could
example.
be also it could be
I
like how Shyam is saying, right, with regards to Trent being a generational right back. Maybe right back he may be right in the sense that yes, from a Liverpool academy point of view, he's a generational right back because Liverpool will probably never produce that kind of a right back ever
Yeah.
in the next generation or something.
That's a good point.
So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
in that case he's true. And in terms of Greenwood, yes, probably United academy would have never produced a striker of that lethal finishing. So in a way I agree with your point, but yeah, overall if you see like from a football point of view, no, he's not a generational
I
right back.
think
He never never
he's
be.
still how old is Trent? He's still 24, right? And he's achieved so much in that period of time, and that's also a factor which adds to a generational. He's achieved a lot in 20 at 24. I think one Champions
Yeah,
League,
yeah.
one Premier League.
He's a generational talent. There's no doubt about it. Generational talent.
He's been in the Ballon d'Or list for like ever at right back.
Would
Like
you
no
call
right
Trent
back even.
generational because of the amount he's won?
No, I won't say that. But even
So
in
then he's
like
won
the
more than
Ballon d'Or
Trent.
list. No, it at who Mount
No, Foden.
Foden. Yeah, I think Foden is generational. I agree completely. Foden is generational. I
Foden is
think very
So
generational.
few.
Saka as well. I think generational talent again. I'm not going into. I don't get the generational and generational talent kind of thing. I think generational can only happen once you're matured as a player and
Exactly. Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
have a great
But we
CV.
see Trent as a mature player. He's now the vice captain of Liverpool also, and
I still
he
think he has a higher level. Like,
yeah he has
I'm not trying
he's
to say like
24.
he. I'm not trying to say it's in the midfield, just to be clear with some people here. But I just feel like as a player, he can still up his game. The team needs to
Like
be.
which aspect are you talking about? Defense?
No, I just feel like, with a better CDM and a better
Yeah,
like way of
exactly. That's
pressing,
what I
like
said.
what Fabinho used to do 3 years ago. If you can find something like that, I think Trent just ups his game, and he ups Salah's game, and he ups Liverpool's game because he has
So
that threat in him.
that's because Fabinho, Wijnaldum, and Henderson, all three of them used to defend. We don't have that combination now. Although
Yeah, that's what we
Szoboszlai,
need to get. That's what we need to get. That's what I'm saying. That we need to give Trent that protection to make his game work. That's his game.
Okay,
He
But
can be a
in a way,
decent.
I
if
have
you're buying three
I have a,
defensive-minded midfielders, then you are actually bypassing your midfield, and you just ping pong to the balls to the striker. That doesn't
What
work,
we
right?
played 2 3 years
listen,
back. That's what we want to
guys.
play, I guess.
We have to wrap up the show now. I have some breaking news. I just got a here we go from Fabrizio Romano. Aymeric Laporte just joined Al
What?
Nassr.
You got to hear
Yeah,
we
yeah.
go from Fabrizio. Why is he? Can you invite him over to our show, please?
I would love
Seems like
to.
he's on speed dial or something.
Aymeric Laporte joined Al Nassr along with
Yeah.
Otavio from Porto.
Yeah, no one cares. No one cares about the Saudi league except for Hiranujah.
But
Aitor Mac must be celebrating.
Laporte is still in his prime. What
Yeah,
Yeah,
so is
that's what he's
No,
Mitrovic.
saying.
no, I don't think
Mitrovic,
so. No, no.
Mitrovic left yesterday as well. So
Yeah, I would take Laporte in my team. I think United will also take Laporte at left center back.
yeah,
only
let's
if we can sell Harry Maguire, apparently.
I think too injury
Sell
prone.
to
He's just too injury prone.
okay.
I would
Anyway,
take him.
listen, we have to wrap up our show here. That was terrific. We had a lot of fun today. Yeah, so I would say, for the people watching us, please do share your views. Do you really think Trent is generational? Do you think Todd Bowley has wasted $1 billion? Do you think Eric Ten Hag's the man, or is he the reason to blame what happened with United last evening, or is it the Glazers? Is Manchester City still going to be winning the league again, or are we, looking at Ange Postecoglou building something great here? Talk to us.
What about the match prediction? Like for tomorrow, Arsenal.
I
Oh, yeah.
totally forgot. I totally forgot. The prediction
Yeah,
for
this is
you mean
poor
the score,
prediction.
score prediction for tomorrow? Arsenal
Yeah.
versus. Yeah, I would say Arsenal's gonna win 3-0 or 3-1. 3-1. 3-1.
Wow.
3-1 to the Gunners. Yeah,
1-1.
nice. I hope that
Yeah.
happens.
I think a 1-1 as well.
I think Arsenal will probably win like comfortably in the end, like probably like 3-1 or maybe 4-1 or something like that.
Oh, you're underestimating Palace.
What?
We don't know about Palace. We don't know about much of
Yeah.
Palace this season.
No,
They've
Palace
lost-
are good at home. Palace are good at home.
They have lost.
there is
Olise,
Roy
they've
Hodgson.
lost Zaha. What? Who did they have?
Didn't Olise sign a new contract?
Yeah,
yeah,
they
Olise
signed
is
him.
still,
But he's
Olise is
injured.
still at Palace, yeah.
He's injured. Olise is injured, and no,
Oh.
Zaha is gone.
They have Roy Hodgson, who's the
Yeah,
main
man.
man. The big Roy.
Change the whole.
Without his Willie this time. Without Will Fidjar. Without his Willie.
It is what it is. Listen, let's wrap up the show. So as I mentioned, please, leave your comments as to what you believe in, about all these topics. Engage with us, talk to us, and hopefully we'll see you around in some of the shows sometime. And share this video with your friends. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel if you like what you see. And unfortunately, we don't have our main man here in iTunes Mag who would, show like, subscribe, and comment. But we can all do it for him. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Peace out, guys. Take care.
Bye guys, see you, good night.
Bye. See you. Good night.
Thank you for watching that video. We are a community of passionate football fans, and we post weekly videos on transfer news, match reactions, tactical analysis, and sometimes just gossip on the most exciting sport in the world. If that's what you like to hear, then hit that subscribe button and join the conversation with us.